Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Y2. I'm your Smogon gamer. In the last episode, we made our way into one of the post-game areas known as the Pinwheel Forest. We mainly did the outskirts because we didn't have enough time to really do much else because we had to also catch Volcarona in the last episode. And that was faster than I thought it would probably take. But still, getting here and taking on some of the trainers that are in the area kind of took up the rest of the episode. So today we're going to be getting into the heart of Pinwheel Forest, basically. Apparently Sharon needs help with some kind of Team Plasma problem, so we'll be taking care of that, I guess. So, yeah. So, apparently, in the past day, maybe the past 2 days, there's been a couple more little demo reveals for AlphaSapphire and OmegaRuby, and guess what? North America ain't one of them. For those of you in Australia, the details of the Pokemon OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire demo have been released. This demo is to be distributed by Nintendo, sending out codes to select Club Nintendo members on October 15th. Following that, it'll be available at certain retailers from November 3rd. For those of you in Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and Finland, you can go to the official Nintendo website for Sweden in order to register for the code. Once registered, you will receive the code on October 16th. For those of you in South Africa, you can receive the demo at the Rage Expo for the first 1,500 people, or at BT Games, Toy Zone, Toys R Us, or AWX while stocks last. Continuing on about OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire, a special live stream for Pokemon OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire has been announced. This live stream is an autumn special and runs on October 2nd from 1800 JST to 0100 JST, which means it begins at 10 AM in the United Kingdom, 5 AM on the East Coast of the United States, and 2 AM on the West Coast. It will feature gameplay of the original games by Kosuke from AppBank, as well as brand new information on the new versions. In addition to that, Pokemon Get TV is promising the latest information on OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire in their episode on October 5th, including important information on Rayquaza. So, we might get a reveal of a Rayquaza Fusion, a Rayquaza Mega Evolution, or a Primal Rayquaza. Hooray! Something! Yay! Right? There's also the fact that Delta Emerald was also a trademark name a long time ago, back around, I think, the time that either this game was either announced or sometime during X and Y's newly release. So, who knows, we might have some kind of information in regards to potentially the third, of the series getting a remake as well. Don't keep your hopes up, don't count your chickens before they hatch, etc., etc. But regardless, this should also bring in some new information regarding probably, well, to be fair, I'm going to call it now, it's probably going to be a Primal Rayquaza. The reason for this is they're probably going to change Rayquaza's ability to somehow adapt to the fact that Kyogre and Groudon now have permanent weather while they're in play. So they're probably going to make Rayquaza have the ability to counter these Pokemon entirely for the most part. I don't know, that's kind of just something I'm predicting. There's no reason to make it a Mega Evolution, like, let's be real. Mega Rayquaza getting stat boosts as well. I don't know, I don't even know if the Primals get a stat boost or not. They might, I don't know. If they do, then they're just going to be broken as crap. The item that's used to actually make them Primal will probably be completely banned from Ubers, which means you'll never be able to play them in competitive, like Smogon tier, whatever crap. So, I mean, whatever. So while I'm sitting here waiting for either A, kid outside to throw something in my window again, scaring the crap out of me, or B, the dog downstairs just howling ridiculously because for whatever reason, every time my mother leaves, he decides to howl. So it's been like that for a year, by the way. Like, I guess he's just not capable of comprehending the fact that when she leaves the house, she'll also come back. I don't understand how that works. Yeah, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's very inconvenient when it happens because it can happen at any moment because I have no idea when my mom decides to leave or not. So, I don't know. But while we're doing that, I guess we can kind of go back into the whole Pokemon Black and White 2 thing here because, why not? I find it kind of stupid that, like, whenever they have you team up with someone, usually every battle that you come across happens to be a double battle. But apparently, the Pinwheel Forest is like, nope, you're going to have single battles as well. At least you get the free health recovery, I'm not going to lie, that's kind of nice. But, yeah. Also, I guess I can mention this too. That is the Moss Rock up there, so if you happen to have an Eevee that you want to kind of, evolve into a Leafeon, you would want to bring it here, and you don't have to be next to the rock. You can literally enter the area, use a rare candy, and it'll evolve. Because, hooray, congratulations, the way that they decided to make things work. I don't really know what else to say about that. I mean, it's convenient, not gonna lie. I mean, just, oh hey, I have my perfect IV Eevee, let me just walk in here real quick. BRB, rare candy. But yeah, I mean, it's convenient. That's all I can really think of in regards to that. I also went for the Scald on that because I don't remember if Sudowoodo ever has access to Sturdy. I feel like it does, but I could be completely wrong and whatever. But, you know, still went for the Scald just to be on the safe side. It's more than enough. It's Stab and it's, you know, boosted by a Mystic Water. Pretty sure that's going to be more than enough. But, you know, whatever. And for the Spirit Tick, I feel like I could have also brought in Skarmory because, you know, Steel versus, you know, Ice, Steel tends to win. But, you know, whatever, right? So, I wonder how many people watching have actually kind of been screwed out of their chance of getting their free Celebi. Just kind of throwing that out there because I think the day that the Celebi event was basically to end, it was the day that I kind of took off. I don't really remember exactly. I could be wrong. I don't really remember. All I know is that the Celebi event for the whole Pokemon Bank thing is done. I don't know how many people missed out on their chances of actually getting it, but it's kind of done, which is kind of sad. One of the things I do want to kind of cover is like some of the images that we've seen from this whole like demo thing, which is really kind of cool. Some of the, like the background and whatnot looks really neat. It looks a hell of, it gives you so much more detail than the originals ever kind of did or ever could. So it's really cool to kind of just see how they look. The one building, the Space Center, seems like it could have been a lot bigger than it is. I don't know, like it, from the angle that it's seen at, it looks like it's a very tiny building, even though it has like 4 floors and is obviously a space station. So I mean, don't you think it would be a lot bigger than that? But at the same time, like, it's kind of cool seeing it the way that it is. And then there's another one that just shows you talking to Steven about the Space Center. So I don't know. Like, there's apparently images and stuff for it, but I just don't see them anywhere. So I mean, which is weird. Like, I don't think that they even have screenshots of the actual demo. Just like some random screenshots that somehow managed to surface or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they do have screenshots of it. That beats the hell out of me. But I mean, like if there are, then it's great. If not, then yeah. Because like I'm loading up their screenshot page right now. There ain't nothing here. There's some stuff about Team Aqua and Plasma, and there's well, they have some actually, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to check this out later because obviously we're in the middle of recording commentary. But yeah, it's interesting to see some of the things that are here. I'm seeing screenshots of when you go to teach Wally about how to catch Pokemon, which is weird because there's this thing here. It looks like he's in pajamas and he's asking someone for help. What seems weird to me, but whatever. And okay, there's one from Mauville as well, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, I guess there's a instance where it pans in closer to his chest, showing off the Mega Evolution Stone that he has. So I don't know. It should be interesting. Maybe that's something maybe that's how you get Gallade, is you deal with him somehow. I don't know. But I mean, there's a lot of interesting things that seem to be here. So I mean, I don't know. The little rocket that they had for the whole Space Center is actually really cool, the way that they did it. So, I mean, there's a lot of interesting things here. But, I mean, it's weird that you have to pick one of the 3 starters and you have to do whatever, and, you know, I don't know. But, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff, that's all I know. But, I mean, whatever. Okay, that's weird. Apparently okay, that's really weird actually, now that I look at it. I looked at some of the images, and apparently 2 of the admins from both groups actually tag up against you, which is weird. Maybe they'll change up the storyline a little bit in regards to how they wish to expand the land and the sea. I mean, I understand the Primal, like, Groudon and Kyogre are things, but like changing up to the point where they actually kind of work together is a little bit weird. I don't know, we'll have to see how this story plays out. I don't know how many people actually were disappointed with how the story worked in the originals, but I mean, a lot of things obviously seem to be changing. There's definitely a lot more water Pokemon this time around, so obviously the sea routes aren't going to be, oh, you know, Whalmer, Wailord, Tentacruel. I don't remember if you can get Tentacruel just by surfing. You might be able to get by fishing or whatever, but, you know. And then, of course, Seagulls and, or not Seagulls, Wingulls, and then Pelipers or whatever. I said Seagulls because they're just as annoying, like Wingul's literally just as annoying as an actual seagull. They did an amazing job at catching the likeliness of a seagull in Wingull, because it's just annoying. You're in the middle of a sea route without any repels. Oh look, it's another Wingull, hooray, exactly what I wanted to see. I mean, like, how often do you just go out on the like in the ocean or whatever, and suddenly there's just like a whole bunch of like jellyfish like shit there? I mean, seriously? I mean, you would think that Pokemon like Tentacool or whatever would be a lot less likely to appear on a sea route, but I mean, whatever. By the way, this battle is very interesting. Fake out on the Statland, you turning out into a fire type to predict my ice type move was very interesting, because like out of the two Pokemon that are here, I don't remember if Statland gets things like Ice Beam or Thunderbolt, despite the fact that it's a physical Pokemon, of course. But it anticipated the Ice Beam that was coming in on the Crobat, and it switched out. So that was interesting. It was actual competitive level prediction basically, and you don't really see that very often whenever it comes to, you know, story mode and stuff like that. Of course, if you're playing challenge mode, then I mean, it's a different story. But and considering I kind of switched in and took a shit ton of damage, I kind of needed to switch out because they were double teaming up on what was, you know, what's it called, Samurott. So I mean, I don't know. Like, the health recovery was kind of just a must, and here comes the Swords Dance. By the way, with that Swords Dance, Leafeon's capable of destroying Stoutland now, so, and you'll be seeing that in like a second. At least the Ludicolo was taken care of. The thing was kind of a pain in the ass whenever I saw it come out at the very beginning of the battle. I was like, well, shit, you know. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, there's not much to really take care of it on my team except for maybe Skarmory, and neutrally I can hit it with Espeon, and I mean, yeah. But regardless, pardon me, yawned. I was woken up like 3 different times today, and didn't probably get enough sleep, so I mean, that's, you know, whatever. I'm still trying to do this, that way, you know, I can not have to skip yet another day of recording for you guys, because obviously I don't want to do that. Hopefully I can get my sleep schedule back on track this weekend too, because I'm going to be playing a lot of Bellsword. I'm literally sitting at level 67, halfway to 68 I would say, and I kind of want to get up to level 70 if possible this weekend. If possible, that is. But at the same time, I'm not really expecting anything like that. Like I said in the past episodes, if you guys play L-Sword as well and you want to add me as a friend or something, feel free to. It's the same name as it is on my Let's Play, which is Aleru. If you guys want to, you can add me. I have 3 different characters, but the Aleru one happens to be my main, which is a Grandmaster Elysis. Then I have a Code Battle Seraph Eve, and then I have a Yamaraja Ara, which is kind of like, in my opinion, the best. Like, I really don't count Ad as one of the best characters in the game. I kind of look at those 3 that I play and kind of consider them the best characters. Some people, maybe a lot of people, would disagree with me on Elysis, especially whenever it comes to Grandmaster, because Grandmaster seems to be like a class mix between both PvP and PvE, and I kind of disagree to an extent, because the Waltz Sword makes Rushing Sword such a powerful move, and then there's the fact that it has Waltz, or not Waltz, well, I'm thinking of Waltz Sword and Rushing Sword, and then there's War Prelude, which gives everyone on your team a boost if you're playing 3v3 PvE, or not PvE, but PvP. It's very useful, so I don't know. Anyways, after that really long battle, we really don't have much time left, so what we're going to be doing in the next episode is we're going to be continuing and hopefully finishing off Pinwheel Forest and making our way into the next city, and yeah, so that's basically what we're going to be trying to do in the next episode. So if you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. And until next time, this is the PokeGamer signing out.